Look, there's something you need to know. The establishment isn't exactly keen with the way we portray God College, so I have to say this. Why would we go to a college that was actually this bad? It's satire, people. Make the connection. And if you really do have a problem watching our blog, you don't have to watch it. There's a Billy Graham crusade on tonight. Welcome to Episode 3 of Today at God College.
Valentine's Day edition. I'm Rahab. This is Tamar.
I love you, Rahab.
And I you, Tamar. So, today, we're going to first catch you up with some old news. We lost the BBC game. Bad. Well, we won the girls' game, lost the BBC game. And because it is a snow day here on Valentine's Day at God College. Woohoo! Yeah, we missed some class. The administration has allowed us to give you a tour of our beautiful campus. Here you go. What did we get, like 6 inches?
I think it was more like a foot.
Really?
Yeah.
Sure is beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, I love our campus.
So, we have a lot to cover today, and because it's Valentine's Day, we're going to read from the handbook Instructions on Physical Contact. The university encourages all of its students to maintain wholesome relationships with members of the opposite sex as God intended. For this reason, the university restricts physical contact with the opposite sex to the holding of hands and a brief 5-second hug. Given in friendship on campus and at all university-sponsored activities off campus.
Oh gosh.
Now we're going to address the standards for relationships set at God College versus what actually happens in relationships at God College.
It's true. First, let's talk about hand-holding.
Yeah.
Hand-holding happens all the time. In fact, it's by hand-holding that you know someone's together. Now, when you're walking down the walkway, it's pretty common to swing your held hands.
And they have to be fingers interlocked. Let's show them. Interlocked like this.
And you have to be swinging
gripping and swinging like this.
So that people know that you're together. Alright, hugging. This rule is broken all the time.
5 seconds? No. No. Actually, if they stop at hugging, it's pretty good. They're within the bounds.
True.
There's also a lot of stuff going on during chapel with the sitting very, very, very close.
Touching of the thigh.
Yes. It's scary.
I mean, you hug your grandma. That smells for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
You don't hug a boy for 5 seconds. That's when it starts to get enjoyable. But, alright, we try and follow that rule.
Yes, because, you know, they're there for a reason, maybe. But anyway.
Okay, now we're going to talk about husband hunters.
Dun dun dun
dun! Husband hunters. What is a husband hunter? Many girls go to God College just to find Mr. Right.
Think Amazon woman ordained.
I don't get that.
Well, you know, Amazon women were very strong and very aggressive, and ordained makes you think of like someone who's like allowed to do this because God said they could.
Right, so basically it's a great place to find guys that are Christians. So come to God College, but find your husband.
You have to be very careful because some girls are into husband hunting, like dating, and some girls are into this thing called courting.
Oh, okay, courting.
Yes. They think there's a difference, but we have decided that there are a number of things you need to know about courting and how you can tell whether or not your courting has turned to dating.
Number 1. Your courting may have turned to dating if you have a joint bank account.
Or if you eat together, alone, every single meal.
Your courting may have turned to dating if you've had a conversation that started with, "We probably shouldn't be doing this," or "That can never happen again."
Or when you've started quoting the Song of Solomon to each other.
Or when you changed your major from BS to MRS.
Your courting may have turned to dating when you've decided not to tell your parents where you were last night. Some major guidelines.
Major guidelines. Alright, because it's Valentine's Day and we're talking about couples and things like that, we've decided to show you what good Valentines would be to give people at God College. Something that, was uplifting, positive, and not too suggestive.
It'll turn them on, but keep them in line.
Right. The standard. The Christian standard. Alright, here you go. Your hair is like a flock of goats that have descended from Mount Gilead. Eat, drink, and let's get married! Yesterday you were out of dress code. I noticed.
I've had a prophetic dream. We got married. You had children.
Feeling chilly? Ecclesiastes 3:11.
I'm so happy we can fall in love so slowly.
I am 18, and I think it's time to settle down. What do you think?
I love it when you do the natural look.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I've opened the door for you every day this month.
You are church music to my ears.
Alright, we've got some things that we forgot to mention. There are absolutely, positively no boys in the dorm at God College.
Ever.
Never.
And also, one of the most important things that you must know.
The most.
There is absolutely, positively, definitely, never, ever, 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 any kissing on campus.
No, never.
Not allowed.
Never happened. Never ever seen it happen, or,
That is what the stop sign's for.
The stop sign? Holly, the stop sign?
The stop sign. See, boys and girls, the stop sign is the marker that points to the edge of the campus.
Yes, and because the rules only apply to what goes on
campus.
Many people who go to God College use that stop sign as a, finish line to freedom.
It's a edge of the desert sort of concept.
Entering the oasis.
It's the stop sign. Yeah, so join us next week when we promise we'll talk about homeschoolers. Really. Yeah. See you next time.
Oh, Michael, I love you. In a Christian brother sort of way, of course.